Yeah, there we go. Yeah, man. I remember when wrestling pay-per-views used to be on Sunday, and I never really liked that shit, to be honest, because I'm like, bro, like,
Fact. I remember my first WrestleMania I watched live. It was WrestleMania 28. Uh, it was hella fun. Like that was a classic WrestleMania, but I didn't get home till like fucking 11 or 12. I was like,
word, bro.
I was over a family member house, and then I didn't get home till like 12. Shit, it was the next day I had to go to school. Shit.
Or SummerSlam, I definitely got to take off that Monday because, nigga, I probably be home like 11, 12. I'm definitely taking off work. I got to put that shit in.
Yeah.
Chat was good, chat.
What up?
Evolution, man. This shit, man.
What match you looking forward to?
I think the Tiffany Stratton and Trish match is gonna be good because I think that's more like I don't think Charlotte was the right style because they kind of similar, and Tiffany she got to do a whole bunch of shit. Like Charlotte is best when she wrestling against other like technical wrestlers. Devon, what's going on? So I don't think that was a good. I understand that on paper it made a lot of sense, the past versus the present, future, whatever. But I think they should have tested that shit out first, bro. They should have like. I want to know who produced that shit.
Yeah.
Word.
And then they expected Charlotte to be. I don't know. They did expect her to come back as a face at first. So I don't know where they was going with that. Tiffany. That's a failed experiment, bro. I don't know why we ain't calling that out. We need to do a division video on Tiffany.
Shit, I might need to, but she for what she's given, I can see she really doing this shit. But it's just like she should have stayed heel. She should have that same character, unless you do a drastic character change. She should have stayed the same character in NXT because WWE is like a more watered down version. Main roster is a more watered down version of that character. That character I like that character, especially when she went against Becky.
Down, right?
That shit was dope when she went against Becky. I like that shit.
I think this not just this of course is a reflection on the writing, but I think it's a reflection on her as well as a talent. Like we still don't know. Like I mean, of course she's booked as a face, but she's not really like doing that. Like I don't like she's not a good face.
Yeah, nah, I get the concept. I mean that I'm assuming that's a TKO move too. Look like a Barbie. First of all, they ain't even play into the Barbie shit until hella late. They ain't make the briefcase pink until hella fucking late. Bro. I'm like, bro, I don't even know if that shit was selling for real. Like, I gotta go back and look because you could have been selling. I'm happy they pulled the trigger with Naomi and Seth though. They shit, nigga. I want that shit to be changed the next fucking day. Y'all should have that shit ready. You know who gonna win? Have this shit ready the next day, bro.
Right. I remember they used to do the custom Money in the Banks when they first did it. Like RVD had a custom one and shit. Like it didn't take that long. They had that shit. So I don't know why they've done it before. So
I agree, Devon. I agree. This is what I've been saying the whole time, bro. I'm like, yo, she kind of. I think. I'm not blaming Tiffany Stratton, but I kind of think that the reason why Blake Monroe ain't go straight to the main roster is because of that. Because like, oh shit, we can't have these motherfuckers. It's similar in look and like what they are, but Blake Monroe got more range though. I think Blake Monroe going. I don't know what she's going to do at NXT, but she has the range to do shit because of what she did with Toni Storm. That shit with Toni Storm was a big deal in AEW for the people who don't watch AEW. That shit was a really fucking big deal. That they let this young motherfucker come in and beat her. So she not ass, bro. Blake Monroe is nice, bro. Alex, what's going on, brother?
What up?
Like, she's nice, bro. But I'll shout out to her, man. She followed her dream, signed with WWE, but sometimes, bro, being a big fish is more beneficial to me. I'm sorry.
Like, going back to NXT, like, as we can have, your ass may not come up for at least a year. Man, Jordan Grace, when she gonna come up after WrestleMania? Like, we ain't trying to see that. That ain't even gonna be a surprise because she already.
If she lose, I think she gonna come up. Because if she win, then she got to face the TNA champion. It is not. I don't think it's for the belt, but I don't want to see that shit. I'm cool with JC Jane facing the TNA champion. I don't need to. Jordan Grace should be on SmackDown right now. She should be going after the United States Championship right now. Fuck that.
Okay, like, damn, like NXT, yeah, NXT that even NXT got the worst men's roster right now. I don't know as far as the women's roster, they kind of. I like JC Jane as the champ, but I think she got to be a transitional champ. Yeah, they got to put that on somebody else. It got to be a face, right? It got to be Jordan Grace at this point now, but I would have put it on maybe. Well, who else was it? Well, the fatal 4-way match. I would have had Lash win. Why Lash came? Lash she never win. This could have been like a story. This could have been a story right here, easy story. Like, all right, my partner gone. They could have acknowledged that the partner went on to greener pastures. You ain't even got to say she got released from this level. Something else. And metaphor gone and shit. She said, we had a shot at the tag titles and we killed it. But we was just this close. Now I'm going for the singles championship. Boom. She with it. 34-way. Boom. She beat Jason. That make her like, damn. She came out of nowhere. She said, damn, all she needed to do was break up. Boom. Easy.
Her and Trick champs at the same time. That's social media buzz right there. A couple champions at the same time. World champions at that, bro. That like, these niggas, bro. This shit is infuriating, bro. I'm happy JC Jane got that shit, but it's like anybody but Jordan Grace should have won that shit, bro. Anybody but Jordan Grace, bro.
Did she have a shot before that? Well, yep. Nah, right. She already lost the right hand. Right.
She lost that stand and deliver. Stephanie retained that shit. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas, bro. She don't need the NXT. She the fucking, bro. This shit is kind of making it look like TNA is a piece of shit because why the fuck is the TNA World Champion coming to NXT? That don't make, bro. TNA is a big whatever. It's a promotion within itself, bro. Like right. That's not a farming system.
Right, it is bigger than TNA is bigger than NXT. So.
Fucking these niggas doing, bro. I don't, man.
Right, yeah. They trying to. This is slow monopoly, bro. Slow bird monopoly. Because this ain't looking like no partnership. This one side of the hill.
And NXT, bro, I haven't been impressed with NXT lately. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been impressed. NXT is that shit that I'm like, oh, I feel like watching this shit tonight, bro. NXT.
What was I finna say? Ed said this in the chat. I think yesterday. He said, and I agree, bro. His voice don't match his character at all. Like, he said Jasper Troy remind him of the Lock, bro.
That nigga. He's yo. WW.
What did he say to Javon Evans? He said, "Get out of my face." I was like, "Oh my god, he is." If that was on the main roster, he was buried, but he's buried after that one parallel. After that one sentence, he's buried, bro.
They don't know. Some niggas just shouldn't talk, bro. This nigga face over Femi his first debut. That should speak for itself, bro. This nigga. The fuck he shouted out of way. Now I'm calling the audible.
Why would they have him face? They should have ran it back and had him beat over, bro. Like, why not? Why not just make somebody else? That's another top guy. You got top facing over and top healing. Oh boy, like, why not do that? But then y'all got him going back, feuding with Javon. So now he just gonna be another guy, bro. Like he just lost clean to old dude.
Not for the title at that. Word, man. I don't want to see no fucking Obo versus Yoshi. I don't give a fuck how good the nigga. I don't care, bro. That is not the solution. That don't help Obafemi's run, in my opinion. It's gonna be a good match because the nigga can wrestle, but that does not help Obafemi, bro, at all. He might be next on my list, bro. If this shit don't go the way I'm looking at Trick Williams is carrying him.
Trick was for a minute as a face. Trick was getting. I said this in my promo video, top 10 promo video. Trick was getting overshadowed for a minute as the face champion by Eastern Page, by Oba, and by Joe Hendry. since he turned heel and he won that TNA title, he didn't flip that shit.
Let's see. Pretty sure Triple H is gonna bench Grace until he has plans for it, like he tends to do. And Sean was like, "Well, you might as well let me use her until you need her." I could see that, but no, low key,
Nah,
I think she wanted to go there.
Well, you may be right because they didn't do shit with Julia. They just now. And Julia was, in my opinion, she still her having a belt is like, why they just put a belt on her? I think that's the consolation prize for her losing the injury, bro. And even then, it makes sense, bro. It makes sense her winning. Like,
where the fuck is Stephanie Valkyrie at?
oh God, she ain't been her.
Where the fuck is Stephanie Valkyrie?
She ain't been her since Money in the Bank, right?
You know, I think she had a singles match, maybe against Ivy Nile or some shit like that. But other than that, I haven't seen her.
Money in the Bank.
B-Fab been cooking, yeah, bro. She's good on the mic, bro. She good talking. They should have qualified for the tag team shit, bro. They should have been.
Why is they making what's the name of Charlotte? Not even a bro. Charlotte not a face. Well, this the thing. This is what I don't like about that. This is what I don't like about this makeshift tag team they about to do. Charlotte is not a face, and Alexa not strong enough of a face to turn her into a face like a team. Hell no, like
you don't think so?
Like Kane, she not like a Kane. Like Alexa, not like a Kane, where she could turn Daniel Bryan into a face. Like Alexa is not like that. Alexa barely a face, bro. She only getting cheered because for real, because she's been gone for a long time, and she one of the legends. Well, she is I guess she is a relative legend. She's a relative legend compared to everybody else. So that's what I don't like about that tag team. I don't think I don't like it.
I see what they're trying to do.
Alexa was, by the time Alexa was NXT, Charlotte was long gone probably on the main roster. It don't even make sense. Like their careers don't even intersect nowhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what they was talking about. They got their history is over the belt though, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm trying to figure out.
I don't think Charlotte ever faced Alexa.
No, they said that they got a history. I'm trying to remember when the fuck they might have faced for the Raw Women's Champ or the Smack. I'm trying to think about that shit. I can't recall. And Chad, let me know if they ever faced each other because they talking about some. Well, they got this history, and I'm like, I don't remember that shit.
Nah, because when she was on, Alexa was on the same SmackDown era when Becky was on it during the first brand split and Charlotte Raw. So and they might be capping on that one. They be lying on commentary too, oh God. So we gotta be watching out for that shit too.
You said 2019? I'm trying to think. I feel like they did, but that shit wasn't. If I can't remember it,
they did.
It wasn't that memorable.
But
it could work if they do it right.
It couldn't have been because you know why? It couldn't have been because you know why? That's the same year Charlotte when the man shit happened. It wasn't 2019. Like, Charlotte, it couldn't have been because Becky had both the titles. That said, it was a mid-card rivalry, and Charlotte don't be a mid-card rivalry. Charlotte is not a mid-card. That is kind of a. If you really want to, have a discredit her on one thing as far as all-time status, you don't really have a kind of mid-card figures. Like that really on her range, I think. If you wanted to go that route.
We're gonna see if they win. If they're gonna win the Evolution, I
doubt. Oh God, this is a test right here. I don't think this shit gonna work, bro. Like, you think Alexa could turn Charlotte face?
She could. If the only way she could turn Charlotte face if she turned heel and betray her. But I still don't think people would. It's gonna be up to the crowd. It's gonna be up to the crowd. Right. The crowd gonna fuck it up. I think.
Work, bro.
They gonna cheer for that shit. They gonna cheer.
Watch. They should have had them lose and them be like, damn, They should have had them lose and have them as a heel faction, bro. Like, damn, we've been in the game for a long time. We getting passed up. Like, I know we ain't been friends. Our career really don't even intersect like that. But damn, let's come on this common ground and let's get our relatives back on the roster, bro. That way, like, but trying to turn Charlotte face with Alexa Bliss, I think that's a dead mission.
The Iconics was feuding with Alexa around 2019 with Charlotte. Okay. We gonna see, man. I think Raquel and Roxanne retains because they it's kind of like they have to. Because if they don't, then that don't justify Liv coming back and being like, "What the fuck, y'all niggas is all big happy family." They gotta retain.
All
They,
right.
they, they gotta retain, bro. They
Oh,
cannot lose the titles.
they're doing this for Star Power at Evolution. Oh, this is Evolution too. Oh yeah, that's what they're doing it for. God damn, bro. WWE. Oh my god. And they ain't even selling out these shows, bro. Like apparently this shit, right? It's about to be at a Beyonce concert, bro. Motherfuckers not going to that shit right across the street from a Beyonce concert, bro. Oh, I know. Damn, that's July. Oh yeah, that's in Atlanta too. Yeah, nobody's going to that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Nobody's going to that shit, bro.
I'm a support because there's a couple of things I want to see. The Rhea versus EO shit is very interesting because if EO wins, please definitively put Rhea in the mid card. She cannot get another shot at that fucking title, please. Or you should have just saved it for SummerSlam, let Rhea lose, and then let Rhea go to SmackDown in the draft. That's what they should have did. I would have saved this shit. Fuck that. Hell no.
They got a. Ooh, you know what? You know what? But I would do this. Like I would do this. This is what I would do. Beyonce, watch up, man.
Nah, you tripping.
Stop, bro. What are you
Her
trying to do?
concerts are selling more than ever. She got the all time. Her and Taylor Swift is like for the all time concert shit. Her music, I'm cool on her music, but she still, bro, her concert is still going crazy.
She still got fans for sure. But
I don't like that cowboy bullshit, but she killing it.
I'm good.
Iconics might pop up. That would be dope. But how would they pop up for the tag team match if people want qualify? They would have to show up in the last qualifying match.
This is what I would do with Rhea. If this is what I would do with Rhea, but they ain't gonna do this because this is how WWE work right now. I would have since Liv Morgan, I think she doing her rehab and shit now, so she could be back on TV right now. So I would have Liv Morgan cost. I would have Liv Morgan cost. Not even well, you could have have Liv Morgan cost her the championship. Then by the time she go through the judgment, she go through Roxanne, they can have a nice little match probably. Some that hopefully by the that won't even work. That won't even work. She ain't gonna come back in time. But anyway, instead of Liv, have Roxanne cost her the championship. Then they have a 2-on-1 to build some heat for the Judgment Day because just because they got all these belts does not mean they over, bro. Because they not. To build some heat on the Judgment Day, have Rhea Ripley and this can put in the mind that she's still strong. Have Rhea Ripley face Roxanne and Raquel in a no DQ or not handicap loser leaves town match. That's the easiest. That's a guaranteed way to screw off Rhea and still have her book strong, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
These are ways you can do that, bro. Like handicap. It's the handicap match. The odds already against her, but motherfuckers gonna think, oh, she gonna win anyway. Okay, let's put the stake. Loser leaves town. So if she lose, all right. So have just them two at the Judgment Day gonna lose. Like gonna be gone. Like
yeah.
Come on now.
Said Crown Jewel not too far away. If I
ever find that writer application, I'm for that shit.
Oh, Mad Dog might be right. I forgot Crown Jewel is in Australia, so you fucking know that Rhea Ripley is going to challenge for the title at Crown Jewel, bro. She's not gonna have a regular match. There ain't no fucking way. Dang, that's ass, bro.
Don't forget, as a part of the way at SummerSlam or Evolution, should get it.
Unless she get drafted, she can't get drafted and go to SmackDown and get a title shot neither. I don't want that shit neither. No, Rhea is good.
What do you mean by that? What is that's 2K25 booking right there? What does that mean?
The handicap, yeah, that's some like storyline writer shit. But that shit good though.
Yeah, man, that's how you do that, bro. Like, come on, man. Yeah, but like Rhea, I'm tired of her, bro. She trash, bro. Trash, bro, to me.
I think she's still good. They just got her in a fucked up position. Triple H. Well, I'm not these niggas. I'm not gonna blame Triple H. End of the day, she is the most popular. I would say her and Bianca.
I would say marketed, not popular. I would say Bianca more popular than her.
You think about the demographic though.
Because soon as, bro, look, hold on. Because soon as, bro, look at those little outside things of WrestleMania. As soon as you take all that makeup and all that dark shit off her, she's a regular girl, bro, with hella tattoos, bro.
I wish that they never got rid of the original Judgment Day. And when I say original, I ain't talking about Edge. I'm talking about Finn, Dom, Damian, Rhea. I think that shit was the best. I think that shit because Rhea had something to do. Even when she wasn't wrestling, she was actually doing backstage shit. She was actually coming out with Dom. Now it's just kind of like, oh boy, here comes Rhea. Even in the backstage argument fight, she always come out on top. Like, how the fuck did Rhea Ripley push the fuck out of Bianca Belair? Like, come on, bro, niggas. Bianca Belair can bitch 300 pounds.
Hey, mommy's on top. That's a real. Hey, that's a double entendre, bro. On God, that's a double entendre.
Rhea Ripley is strong, but she's not nowhere near as fucking strong as Bianca Belair. Y'all
man,
niggas
look at Rhea like China, bro, for the women's. But this would like, bro, if honestly, bro, in real talk, if China was ever booked, because after McMahon Helmsley era, well, specifically after the exodus of Vince Russo and the McMahon Helmsley era, once Triple H and Stephanie McMahon got together, her career was never the same. But even then, she was still booked hella strong, and when she was competing in the women's division, that's how she would have. It wouldn't have been this obnoxious, but she wouldn't have lost. But this is obnoxious. This is obnoxious with Rhea.
Yeah, because they can't.
Before Triple H and Stephanie McMahon got together, and before Vince Russo left, she was facing men. She wasn't facing women until like 2000, late 2000, until like she was almost out the door.
They can't blame that Liv Morgan shit on this match specifically, bro. My thing is, y'all brought Nikki Bella out to do all that shit, and she's not gonna like what the fuck? She's not gonna be at Evolution just cause Liv Morgan. Nikki Bella versus Io Sky is not that hard.
Wow, yeah. Why Nikki Bella not on the show? She could face another heel. She could have easily faced Roxanne, bro.
Or somebody was just expecting them besides Liv could have stepped up. I mean, Roxanne could have stepped up and said, well, Liv, I'll face Nikki, fuck it. I'll prove myself to Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Stone Cold is being pushed to win titles. That shit don't have nothing to do with it, Jude.
I don't know what he's talking about. What are you talking about?
Stone Cold's pushes were justified, and that shit did not feel this obnoxious. No, it didn't. Because at the end of the day, he had other niggas around him.
Like, that he was over, bro. Like, oh God, niggas wanted to see him win, and then the way he was losing, niggas wanted to see him get his get back.
Mm-hmm. And he was going to Vince McMahon.
You gotta just how I described that Rhea scenario is just how Stone Cold lost his first world title. The nigga lost his first world title in a quote unquote triple threat handicap match against the Brothers of Destruction, and they both pinned him. So nobody was the champ.
I agree with this. I think this would have been a layup too, low key. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that should have been on Evolution too, though,
guys. What the fuck, y'all? Is that shit just gonna be on Evolve? I don't even. I
saw that. That should look intriguing. I think Natalya from what I'm seeing, Natalya doing some of her best work in a long time. Shit. What I saw.
Yeah, I want to see that because Callie Armstrong, she got it.
They should have brought some more legends back. They should have brought some more legends back.
Shit, Kelly said she was interested. I guess they said, nah, not today, baby.
Not
today.
Rhea is not the face, bro. It's Bianca, bro. Nah, it's Bianca, bro.
The face? And if she is the face, it's because I'm not discrediting Rhea Ripley at all. I liked her.
I don't agree with that because
I liked her beating Charlotte for the title.
Just now.
What's going on, Ray? What's going on, Black bro? Couch?
What up?
What y'all talking about?
Evolution shit.
Yeah, Evolution. We talking about.
I liked Rhea as a SmackDown Women's Champion. We should be Charlotte. That was a good ass run.
Is Rhea the face of the women's division or is it Bianca? I'm leaning towards Bianca because Rhea really wasn't getting pushed like that until the Judgment Day stuff, and Bianca been the constant this whole time.
Oh,
Mhm.
you just hit the nail right on the head. It's Bianca. Like, if we're talking about like having an actual stretch of time where you've been putting in work, I think she's been doing it for longer. So I'm gonna give
Oh
it to
yeah,
Bianca.
and if I think I just saw this a couple days ago. Rhea didn't have like 33 matches in the past like 3 years or something. No way. She can how she the face, bro. Crowd reactions,
Nah,
crowd reactions.
Rhea's not the face.
People overhype in this era. In this era of wrestling, people overhype crowd reactions. The crowd does not matter at this point, bro. I'm talking
I'm
about
about to say they be cheering for stupid shit.
people overhype crowd reactions on God, bro. Like that means nothing, bro. The same
But
Bianca
yeah,
that got booed by racist closeted diddlers. Oh God.
I'm
Come
about
on
to
now.
say you gotta look at the demographic of why she was getting of who she was getting booed against, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you want to use that logic, niggas was cheering for EO Sky. So you gonna tell me now EO Sky bigger than Bianca too? No.
No, no.
So they just listen. I ain't even want to bring that shit up, but listen. Sometimes it is. We ain't playing the race car. It's no such thing as a race car, but it's a fact in WWE.
It ain't
The
even
dem-
that. It's just some of these dudes don't like women, bro.
that,
Like
that
Yeah. They
the,
don't be
the
liking women.
the majority demographic is white males, and not all white males on that bullshit. But you gotta understand that there's a big amount of the motherfuckers that did not want to see Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair, that did not want to see Bianca hold the belt for 400 days. But like, we can't be oblivious to that shit. And know what? Fine, whatever. Fuck you. But Bianca Belair is
I
Bianca
agree.
Rhea and
I
Bianca
agree.
Belair is not comparable to me.
I agree.
I agree, bro. She should like. Why we ain't talking about the evisceration of Tiffany? Like, why we ain't talking about like she trash with her just a
I'm about to
belt?
say they cheer her and her title run is ass.
At
How about
this
that?
point, bro, have
It's
Trish
cause
win.
it's cause
Have
it's cause
Trish,
she
bro. That way,
she's pretty.
in my opinion, bro, Jade beating Tiffany does nothing for Jade. Have Jade beat Trish, bro. Then they put the heat. That even make the heat even stronger on Naomi when she cash in. Because motherfuckers don't want to see Trish with a run if she win. But then Jade just beat her.
Y'all want Trish to win?
Naomi just cashed in.
Y'all
She
want
not
Trish
go.
to win?
She not going to, but
I wanted to.
she'll be a transition. She will be. She'll get cashed in on if she was to win. But I think it's more impactful that Naomi cashed in on Tiffany and Jade because it's something there. If she
Yeah.
cashed in on Trish, yeah, that's
I'm
heat for
saying,
Naomi.
have
But
Trish beat Tiffany, then
and
have
then Naomi
Jade
cash
play
in.
Trish at SummerSlam. Jade beat Trish, and then or you could just have a triple threat after the cash in. I
That'd be
think it
fly.
just nix out Tiffany out this whole picture.
I agree with that. Actually, take her all the way out.
She gonna cash in. She should cash in and make it a triple threat. I don't want to see a cash in on Jade after the match because I don't want to see Jade hold the belt for 5 seconds. When they did that shit with Bianca, I didn't like that, and I'm not gonna like this. So cash in, make it a triple threat.
The weird
I
thing
don't
about
like Tiffany, bro. Her box face ass, bro. After that bullshit, looking ass girl. She like a damn Minecraft character.
the weird thing about Tiffany is like I think she gets a reaction because she's the pretty white blonde and she's really good in the ring, but she's trash on the mic. Like the disparity between her ring skills and her mic skills is crazy. Like it's a crazy. Like, but I agree with it. I feel like WWE probably tells her to talk like that though, all over the top and shit.
She's gonna be in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, the battle royal kind of dumb, if you ask me. Does the person get a title shot?
Yeah, is there something on the line?
Is
it the Andre the Giant Battle Royal for the women?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
This nigga Jude love making straw man arguments, bro. You can argue with nigga, like this nigga be arguing with himself, bro. Like,
yeah, she gonna be Tiffany clean for sure.
I don't think, bro. She don't need that, bro. She don't deserve it.
Well,
bro. Trish
well, she's not gonna win.
But they gonna do it. They jobbing out Trish, bro. Jobbing out Trish, bro. These her last good years, bro. Now Charlotte did her justice, bro. That was a good ass match. Becky was a good match.
It really was.
And she was a heel. She had a program. Trish wasn't here at that time, and I like that. But
okay, the winner do get a title
no
shot.
story, bro. This don't got no story, and Tiffany is trash, bro. Why should Trish lose to her right now?
They should have when Trish first came back. I didn't think it was a smart decision to have Becky and Lita be the tag team champions.
Lita out the whole program. I thought they was gonna do something with it. After
it should have been Lita and Trish, bro. They should have been tag team champions, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
That would be fire.
I didn't like how they left Lita out the thing after Trish. Wasn't it Trish?
Beat her up, yeah.
I didn't like that. That was kind of weird. They didn't do nothing after that.
Oh, you think Nikki Bella? No, I hope not.
Yeah, leave my girl alone.
You want Nikki Bella to win the battle royal?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Corey, what's going on, gang?
Well, at this point, why not? Wait. What's the stipulation? Is it a stipulation behind this battle royal?
Yeah, when they get a title shot at Clash in Paris.
Oh, okay.
Nah, not Nikki Bella.
Where I'm right now, shit, who gonna win that battle?
It gotta be somebody from Raw.
Black Couch, be honest with me. And Reg, be honest with me.
Ooh, hold on. Hey, think about this. Hold on, Dave. Hold on.
Let me get this off. Do you think Nikki Bella could make a more interesting champion than what EO's doing right now?
Nah, hold on. Wait, I don't. But I wanna
know
real quick.
What is EO really doing?
Wait, hold on. Think about this.
It's not a fault though.
Wait. Is Constantine? One question. Is Constantine Paris? Is that before or after SummerSlam?
I think it's before, maybe.
Nah, it's after. It gotta be after.
Okay, great. Have Nikki win. This is what I would do. Have Nikki win the battle royal, right? Have Nikki win the battle royal. Then, of course, you do the same thing that I said. Trish beat Tiffany. Then Jade beats Trish, or then they have the cash in. Ultimately, Naomi's the champ. Nikki challenges Naomi. You have the total diva shit, but then that's how you get Nikki over as a face, because they're not gonna cheer Naomi over Nikki. The Smart's not even gonna do that. So that's how you even get more heat for Naomi and cheer for Nikki, and it's nostalgia with the total diva shit. That's how you do that, bro.
Hold on. Let's run it back. Man. Why do y'all think EO is a more interesting champion? I'm curious.
I think Nikki Bella. I'm not saying her time has passed. I'm saying in this era, bro, her wrestling style is total divas, bro.
Bro. Please be quiet, bro. Get off my fucking dick, dude. Like, damn.
EO needs to. If EO was having constant championship defenses after WrestleMania, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The only reason why we can have it is because she hasn't done shit, which isn't her fault. It's their fault. And her first fucking defense is against Rhea Ripley, who she's beaten multiple times.
The thing, you're right. I don't disagree with you, but I think I would like to see EO bring more to the table, like promo and character wise. I don't even care if the subtitles on the screen. Like, yeah. I just would like to see her do more.
Nah, Ronda Rousey never coming back, buddy. Never.
Under Triple H, hell no.
Nah. She was talking too much shit. But Ronda Rousey was right though. And I fucking can't stand Ronda.
Right about what?
Yeah, she low-key was right. I don't like her either.
The writing for the women is fucking terrible. When her and Wichita became tag team champions, they fucked them over, bro. That was a dominant ass tag team.
I ain't gonna
Shayna Baszler.
Ronda is also a part. Ronda is just as important. This people. This might be a hot take. I don't know if it is. Y'all, Ronda just as important as the Four Horsewomen. She was right there with them in 2015, right there. She just didn't become a superstar until 2018. So Ronda just as important. And when she had a run, she did legitimize. She also legitimized the women's division. So
I like.
She had a good run.
I liked Ronda Rousey, and she fit WWE to me. Like, I just think she wasn't the greatest talker, but she had a good run.
Yeah.
That Shayna Baszler match, that shit. Oh man,
I don't think it was that bad. It just was.
Nah, bro.
Nah, it was bad, bro.
Go back and I watched that shit again.
It was mad. It was mad clunky. It didn't tell a cohesive story. It was a little weird.
They should have had a regular match.
Yeah, they just straight duked it out and had a stiff matchup. Like,
because they couldn't really punch each other. Like, if you want to do an MMA match, I'll be like, bro, just hit me, bro. Fuck it. Like,
yeah, just lay it in.
Kendall from here. What's that little
the fight pit? They should have did a fight pit.
Underground something. Shit.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross. Oh, Nikki Cross is cooked, brother. Nikki Cross is cooked.
Oh, God.
They fucked that up.
God.
They fucked that up though.
She got that Seth Rollins effect too, but she got way too many gimmicks, bro. That's that Seth Rollins. The Seth Rollins. She got that Seth Rollins syndrome. Way too many gimmicks, bro. And no,
but I blame them for that shit though, because they teased that the Y6 was gonna do something to Alexa Bliss, and then niggas turn around, and then that shit just poof. I was like, oh shit, what happened? I thought she was about to get Alexa Bliss. What happened? Same thing with Andrade and them niggas. Andrade about to take Los Garza. That shit went no, bro. I don't like that shit, bro. You can't start some shit and just the next week, fuck it, him and Ray Phoenix. I'm like, damn, what the fuck
they do that a lot, bro. They do that a lot now.
Nah, him and Ray Phoenix are showing that chemistry though.
They're good. They're a good tag team.
They're cooking, dog.
They're a good tag team, but I wanted to see him take Los Garza away from Santos, and then
that would be
Santos
fly.
Go get the other niggas, Harry and Jerry, whatever the fuck they Cruz and the other nigga. Nah, hell no. Cruz and the niggas that's in LWO. Where's them niggas at? Where them niggas at?
Yo, they put in no work.
Them niggas ass, bro. Sorry, them niggas suck.
They put in no work, bro.
I don't even know if LWO is still a thing. I think they're just two niggas now. That's their name, two niggas.
Oh, Rey Mysterio ass injured this shit. I ain't seen this ass in Hellas.
That's when you should have had.
Meechin, bro. Meechin might get the boot next, honestly, bro.
You think so?
I think so, but they ain't doing shit with her.
I think she'll be straight in AEW. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
I think she'll be.
I think she fits better there. But
I agree, bro.
She got that style. She got that AEW.
I like her with
TNA. Why not go to AEW and her man there?
Yeah, she was already in TNA, so I know she'll.
Yo, what? Keith Lee don't be doing nothing in AEW, huh, bro?
He's still fucked over.
NXT, bro. Keith Lee peaked in NXT, bro.
Yeah, he peaked hard, bro.
His health problems is. He said he's doing better now, but he said he's doing better, but he waited for them to give him the call. Nigga, we have nothing for you.
Keith Lee had a lot of potential, man. I don't give a fuck if people didn't like that Bearcat. I thought it had potential.
I ain't even. Yeah,
it had potential, bro.
I missed the Bearcat shit. I wasn't watching it at that
time.
Bro,
we need more wrestlers with nicknames. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Bearcat, right? Let's run with that.
Bro, they changed his whole shit. They
bro, you gotta stand for
something. They gotta nerf his ass though. I did they nerf his ass though.
Like if they let him be,
he had a good name. He had Limitless. Limitless Keith Lee.
I like Limitless.
All this crazy shit.
I like Limitless, but if they let him,
he should have been like. He didn't have to be like. He could have been like the Limitless shit, bro. I could be a writer, bro. I swear to God, bro. This Limitless shit, bro. Like it could be like a reverse World Strongest Man. It don't have to be like with weights, but he could be doing all kind of athletic shit like jumping jacks and back down and shit. Backflip. Come on, man. Yeah. This is easy as fuck. Like, damn.
I could see Triple H trying to bring him back.
His first encounter was with Brock in the Royal Rumble. That's he limited even Brock. They could put this in the package. Well, not now because Brock all day. They could put Brock saying, "Oh damn, who's this big ass dude?" That was their first reaction when they saw him. Like, come on, man. Damn.
Yeah, Keith he had a lot of potential, yo.
Triple H ain't bringing him back because he got them health problems, bro.
I do agree. Michin's sister is better, bro. Oh,
she fine as hell.
She better, bro. Me.
Big E don't know what to do with that.
Ken ain't no slouch herself.
She ain't no slouch,
she fine.
No, she ain't no slouch, but
she got them big ass yitties. That's about it.
Yeah, dog.
She fine. Nah, she fine to me. She fine. But
her and B-Fab together.
What's wrong with what? He got diabetes or something?
He got heart. It's some shit. Heart something. It's
he was a
football
player too, wasn't he?
I don't know.
He wasn't a football player. He was a wrestler.
Hell no, slow ass nigga.
Right, I forget that name. Not no football player.
Now I said Big E don't know what to do with it. with Meech and sister. Biggie don't know what to do with that shit. That nigga be doing the titty dance in front of her and shit. Probably. I know he been.
Biggie look like a dude that might be awkward around women.
Nah, she
That
like
nigga
him,
need to.
bro.
He need to cut his hair, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I be hating that shit. Like, nigga, cut your hair, cuz.
You black, bro. Get a shape up.
Nigga got this mohawk and shit. What the fuck is that?
He must be from the country or some shit. Them niggas don't be getting a lot of shape ups unless they like northernized country niggas. That nigga look terrible, bro. Neither is Alexa Bliss. Yeah, I mean, look, every girl, bro. We in this BBL culture. Every girl don't gotta have an ass. Y'all gotta remember, there was a point in time.
Once you get older, bro, and if you had your pick of the lick, for lack of a better term, it's not about the size. It's about the shape, bro.
Yeah.
About the shape and the motion, bro. That's it, bro.
That's why Zelina Vega and Sasha, bro. If you really pay attention, they got that shit, bro. They that shit is like you could tell they actually work out on that shit. They got some big ass. Yes, bro. Y'all niggas face card is better than ass because
face over everything.
Okay.
Y'all niggas, y'all. Oh my gosh, she got a fat ass. That's y'all niggas. Nah, that ain't me, brother. No.
Nah, hell nah.
She got an ass, but she like fucking Skeletor and shit. Mello winning, yes. Congrats to Carmelo and Kalani, bro. He a real nigga, man. Kalani a good Christian woman, so you know they gonna be straight. That's some. They remind me of Montez Ford and Bianca. How they got married?
They got married or some shit.
They engaged.
They got engaged.
Nice.
Now Roxanne, she got that. She got best of both, nigga. She got that. I'm like, look at her thighs. I'm like, damn, the fuck.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Can I tell y'all a funny little story? Can I tell y'all a funny little story?
What's up?
So y'all know I reach out to wrestlers to try to get interviews once in a while. Like a couple years ago, I reached out to Roxanne before she was on WWE when she was on Booker T show, and she fucking told me like she ain't taking interviews right now. And then like 3 weeks later, I see her on someone else's platform. I guess I myself because every time I see her on TV, I'm like, this bitch played me, but I fuck with Roxanne.
Yeah, it'd be like, I mean,
you gotta take it on the chin. People are gonna tell you no. That bitch played me.
I hate using this. Bro. I swear to God, I hate. But I swear to God, I hate doing this. As a journalist, because that's what I've done. Like that's what I went to school for. But I had outside of Black Couch and work that I haven't done in a long time and years ago. I don't interview people. Like unless they're regular people. Black Couch not a regular person. He in my network group. That was the interview for the My Ride shit. Remember Black Couch? Like that was
that was good.
I don't interview people like that. That shit don't be worth it. I can get the scoop on your ass just by watching you. Honestly,
I don't like interviewing people either.
I ain't interested in interviewing people unless I ain't gonna rule it out, but that ain't my first thing.
My main reason why I enjoy it because I like to, when all else fails, I like to learn from people that worked in these places. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to learn from the people that have been there. But I thought that was a funny little thing. Every time I see her, I'm like, this bitch lied to me.
I mean, Kalani left Ed on scene. That nigga still ain't recovered from that.
For real?
I'm like, nigga, she's too big right now. So I kind of get it, right? And if I don't know what your content is about, you're not about to have me on the interview and trick the fuck out of me. Because even if I hurry up and lead the interview, you still got me on the clip. You know what I'm saying? So you could kind of flip that shit. So I get it.
Motherfuckers wanting to take what you ain't ask and shit. Like, no, this is not that, bro. Like, I'm not. No, it's to do this shit and they and people like, no, bro. This is
that's another.
I'm a real interviewer. I'm real questions.
John Wright, bro. That's another thing, bro. If you do get an interview with these motherfuckers, these niggas are professionals, or they be like their companies, hey, send this nigga this and tell him he can't ask you this. I don't got time for that shit, bro. Like, we can have a regular conversation. I'm cool.
There was this independent wrestler I was cooking up, and he was down, but then he was like, yo, you can't ask me nothing about WWE or AEW because I don't want to ruin any business. I'm like, damn, what am I supposed to ask? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't gonna never get no interviews. Then how the fuck you gonna get on there with no interviews?
Yeah, right, nigga. I can't ask you which company you like.
Video?
Yeah, bro.
Video shit. Wrestlers of today. Roxanne, you got the WWE, so you got to pass. That viral video shit not gonna get you there, bro. Unless you Joe Hendry and you got some real viral shit that's not just wrestling, bro. Like, you better get in the good graces with your fans. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's why shout out Jada Parker. Jada Parker has done interviews with like small channels, so shout out to Jada Parker.
I confront a lot of these bigger platforms that do ask interview wrestlers often. They ask the lamest questions, so if I just think they ask the lamest questions sometimes. It's like
them niggas, man.
So it's like when I get the chance, I'm like, I got to do better than them, man. I got to do it for the people like us.
Hey Alex, you want to know something funny? I might be able to actually get an interview with somebody from Evolve. The nigga Draco,
you could definitely do it.
When I first started posting on Instagram, he followed me out of nowhere. He just followed me and shit, and I was like, "Who's this nigga?" Then I went to his shit.
Do that shit, bro. Do that shit.
Do that, bro. You can do it,
bro. He was following me before he got signed to Evolve. He was just at the PC. He just started following me because I made that Jeff Hardy shit. That Jeff Hardy meme. He followed me from that shit, and I interact sometimes, but I hit him up just like, "Yo, it's good," but I never asked him like, "Yo," I might hit him up and see but if you say no, I understand why, because they probably nah.
Yo,
like that nigga. No.
Yo, pin that comment about that creator that be asking Waffle House orders. That nigga's whack, bro.
That shit ass. Bro.
That nigga's platform's big for no reason, bro.
Fucking marks, bro. I hate using this term too.
I hate marks, bro.
That's like me. What's your favorite wine? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Nobody give a fuck about that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you people, nigga? And that's literally all he do. And he got that from Jey Uso.
Yeah, look at that.
Crazy how he started that shit from that, man. Y'all be blowing in the wrong niggas up.
Be wave hopping.
Not saying we.
You're right, bro. That keep on that. Y'all be blowing the wrong people up.
Swear, especially these women.
Look at everybody in the family, bro. Substance, creativity.
I ain't throwing no shots, but some of these women creators are fucking ass.
Real talk.
And I'm not talking about the ones y'all know. I'm talking about ones that I'll be looking around. It should be a bitch sitting there with two belts behind her.
I just saw some shit earlier too. Like, why is this girl talking about this shit? No, and y'all probably don't even know. I don't know her, but I just saw some shit earlier. Like, what the fuck? Like, why is this popping up on my Instagram? It was about some wrestling too. Like, no, like, not to say I'm misogynist.
It just be a shorty with two belts in the background, just looking at the screen. I'm like, man, kiss my fucking ass, bro. And this motherfucker, I'm like, yo, like y'all got substance, y'all. So I was just talking to somebody about this early. I was talking to another woman creator that I'm about to work with, and she was telling me about that shit. Like niggas be on some shit like, oh, you got to use your marketing, use your body. She was like, nigga, block your bitch ass. I'm like, bro, how you gonna tell a woman she got to show her titties and shit? I'm like, bro, you're the problem. I want real people who have real opinions, bro. I don't want to look at a girl that's pretty. You want to look at a girl that's pretty, you go to the hub, nigga. Like, what are we talking about, bro? We want to have conversation. I could look at women all day. Y'all on Instagram all day, bro. What the fuck is going on? Oh, Jude, please don't start. Jude, don't do that. Don't do that.
Right. No, I ain't even acknowledge that, but that's the same thing with women in sports too. Like, it ain't no outside of probably even her on commentary. She fucking annoying. She boring as hell. Doris Burke. I only like her for information purposes. I don't want to hear her
exactly
like outside
like
of
Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor don't know shit.
Joy Taylor, I don't listen to her at all. She's not credible to me. Her Malika Ezra's not credible. Not credible.
I'm not even.
Only credible women in sports to me is Doris and maybe to a very low tier under her is Rachel Nichols after the shit. Well, Rachel Nichols too, but
Rachel Nichols knows
definitely
her.
smashed
She knows basketball.
She smashed a couple niggas.
Shit, but she smashed players, so her integrity is compromised. Her interest is compromised.
What about the African shorty Shanae Bumake on ESPN? She knows her ball.
Her too. She knows ball. She credible as well. And it's another black lady that be on there with.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
I like her
too.
She
good.
So
listen, you could being a feminist is cool, but you could point out when shit is right and shit is wrong at the end of the day. At the end of the day, shit is right, shit is wrong, bro. I respect the women who want to put on and actually like put in the work, bro. Put in the fucking work like everybody else.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, man. Like, I don't know what I ain't no fucking feminist. What the fuck?
I'm about to say, wait. Nah, nigga, Evolution is not selling tickets because women's wrestling is ass. It's not selling tickets because they marketed that shit wrong and they put it in the wrong spot. We should not have no Saturday Night Main Event. I'm sorry. You don't gotta have both these shits back to back. Saturday Night Main Event could have been the following week. Fuck that. Evolution should have been on Saturday and niggas would be watching.
I ain't gonna fake it, bro. I've been wanting to. I gotta respect Black Couch platform, bro, because I be wanting to really talk about some of y'all commenters, bro. What does my all-time NBA list have to do with this, bro? Like, dude, I saw you in comments talking about me reckless. Like, nigga, you don't know me, bro. Like, stop, nigga, move around, bro. Damn.
Something wrong with y'all niggas, man.
Fucking diddlers. Y'all niggas, I be wanting to call y'all niggas something, but I gotta call you a diddler instead.
Yo, this nigga brought up George Mikan, bro. Yo, get out of here, bro.
That nigga good, bro.
He's nice, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, solo, yeah. I don't know. That's gonna be an interesting run. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with the Evolution thing. Evolution, that should have even been. I remember when this first came about. I said this should never even been a pay-per-view. Like at this point, for one, we see that the issues they have with selling tickets due to the marketing and the fact that
what's going on, bro?
But at this point, do we really need an all-women's pay-per-view? We got a whole women's division, women's belts. You see how hard it is logistically to make a fleshed-out card with stories. Like we already got issues of making stories for the regular show. Now we trying to book an entire pay-per-view with women. Like at this point, that's just like, for one, it's a money grab and like it's a virtue signal. Like what do you think about that? Like, because at this point, it's antiquated. All women's pay-per-view in 2020, it's antiquated for even 2025. It was appropriate for then because the women's division was being reintroduced or reformed. But in 2025, that shit is outdated. Why? What you think? What y'all think about that?
I think if they built it as an actual PLE, it would have been fine. What it is to me now, it's the same thing as Saturday Night Main Event. It feel like a house show because one, y'all haven't been promoting that shit good enough. Y'all promoting Saturday Night Main Event way better, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. I don't fuck about that shit. But Randy versus Drew and Goldberg versus Gunther, now it's kind of looking more intriguing than Nikki Bella Liv is out. Trish, that's gonna be a good ass match, but it's like y'all gotta build this shit up a little bit better, bro. Yeah. It's a showcase of women's talent, and it's evolution, but you don't got fucking Evolve on this shit. How the fuck does that make sense to me? Natalia versus Callie or Evolve to open the show the future versus the veteran.
I also think one thing they're missing out on is they should be bringing more legendary Hall of Fame female talent. Like let Vicky Guerrero cut some promos to hype up the event. Let Stephanie McMahon hype it up. Let Lita get involved. Like I think they're not going all out to include the past, present, and future to kind of go with what Kai said, and I think it would make people want to see it a lot more.
Well, I'll say my whole argument from the jump whenever we talk about evolution, it's the same problem as every other show. It's always a booking problem. The way you book things determines how great the stories are. To me, building up to evolution, you had plenty of time and plenty of women to dedicate more storylines and better booking to. But as what's already been said, they have a harder time keeping things making things make sense on with the fellas. So as far as the pay-per-view or the event itself, I'm not against it. I'm all for it because for real, there's a lot of the women on on the roster, both NXT and the main roster, that I am very good fans of as far as their work in the ring and so on and so forth. So I wouldn't turn down seeing a match from any of them, especially depending on the matchups, you know. And so far, some of the matchups that I've been hearing, I'm sure we haven't even heard the whole card yet, at least from what I'm understanding. But so far, especially the match with Trish, you know, that I'm interested in. But they could have done a better job all around with booking as far as getting the stories out there to build up hype. Because for real, they're investing all their chips into this Goldberg Gunther thing. For real, that's the main thing that they're promoting. As Kai just said, as far as Saturday night's main event having the bigger buzz. But like, if the promotion and the booking was A1, for real, this could have been bigger than the first one. But it's an ongoing problem all around with the promotion and the booking. So
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
And I was hopeful for a second when they announced Survivor Series the first time. That shit didn't say War Games. I was like, yes, it's coming back. And then a couple weeks later, Survivor Series War Games. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm getting sick of this War Game shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If it's not faction versus faction, I don't want to see it. Or if it's not SmackDown versus Raw, it's no point, bro.
well, the War Games is supposed to be it's supposed to be a special type of match. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. Like the last one
like Hell in a Cell. Now it's an annual event. It's supposed to be like Hell in a Cell, bro. They didn't made board games like Hell in a Cell, bro. And the last we only had one great Hell in a Cell. That was Punk versus Drew. And before that, all the Hell in a Cells were trash. Outside of Undertaker and Brock in 2015.
And that's the
modern. They're probably the two. And Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania, they're probably the three greatest modern Hell in a Cell matches. Every other Hell in a Cell match of the past 2005 been 2006, 2007, 2008. Yeah, past 2008. Yeah, because it's Undertaker. Every Hell in a Cell past 2008 goes up. Top three: Drew, Punk, Taker, Brock, 2015, and Taker, Triple H at WrestleMania. All other Hell in a Cell matches have been absolutely trash.
I agree with that. Because the problem, and for real, that's what I'm worried about with War Games. Because when they started making Hell in a Cell its own event, that's when it started becoming oversaturated, and that's when it started becoming watered down. Because when I hear the term Hell in a Cell, I'm thinking of one of the most brutal matches anybody could step into. I'm thinking, forgive me, y'all. I'm at like a little cookout here, so people are waving. But anyways, I'm thinking of like one of the brutal matches. Like for real, I'm still thinking about Undertaker versus Mankind, Triple H versus Mick Foley, the 6-man Hell in a Cell that had Rikishi flying off the top. Though that's what I think of. I'm thinking of a possible career-ending match. But when you go in there and people don't even they getting slammed up against especially during the PG era when they was having Hell in a Cell pay-per-views, when they were getting slammed and hit with weapons and nobody's even bleeding. How do you get hit with stairs, a chair, and rubbed up against a steel cage, and you don't even get a slight cut on your face? You know, it watered
one of the worst Hell in a Cell matches as well. Undertaker versus CM Punk. That Hell in a Cell match was trash.
I forgot that even happened, to be honest.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't even remember that one. So,
Nigga.
but during that, but it was during that era they watered down that match so much, and that's what I don't want to have in the War Games, because it is I look at that as a special match, and it should only be backed out when it makes sense. It really just needs to make sense when it's this group of people is at war with this group of people. Let's put them in the cage and let them get beat to shit. That's literally the only time it should come out.
And they love tag matches now. Like the Survivor Series tag match makes so much sense, and it's an elimination match, so people are protecting. Like,
nigga, they fucking Hell in a Cell got asked when niggas don't leave the cell no more. I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Niggas don't go outside the cell no more. But
I will say, I enjoed the CM Punk and Drew match when they didn't leave the cell. I did enjoy that. That was a very good one because they were beating the hell out of each other. And for real, the main bump that still hurts me when I watch it is when Drew went back first into them steps. Like that, I was sore off of that joint. In the edge of them steps. But that was a good one. Like, as long as especially people who are traditionalists when it comes to cage matches, when you just get locked in the cage and you have to use the cage itself as a weapon, it's like that's when you get creative with how you destroy
psychology, bro.
It is. You got to get creative.
There's no great. I honestly can't think of a great modern steel cage match. I swear to God, I can't. I cannot.
That Matt Riddle, but that wasn't a steel cage match. But that Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins shit was dope.
Matter of fact, I was listening to Busted Open. Shout out to Busted Open. Bubba Ray actually came up with a weapon scenario that I thought would have been very brutal had it been used. Like, if somebody brings a table out in a Hell in a Cell, somebody gets put through the table. Somebody takes a broken shard of the table and uses that to dig in and cut somebody with. That would have been like a creative way to make somebody colored. That would have been a brutal way, because just imagine the sharp, jagged, splintery edge of a table just being dug into somebody's forehead. That is a creative way, a brutal way.
Yeah, damn. That Undertaker Brock Hell in a Cell match, that's the greatest Hell in a Cell match. Meaning at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, because that was at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. That's the greatest
at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I agree. Well, it had to be great because
every other Hell in a Cell match has been absolutely trash.
Wait, now hold on. I will say that tag team match with the New Day was the New Day and Usos.
Yeah,
that shit was dope. That
was good. That was good.
The Sasha Banks one was straight too. I forgot.
But the only thing about
the women's, the tag team, because that was different. That was different. I give him that.
I'll say wrestling wise, the Sasha Banks. Who was she facing again in that match, Kai?
Bailey, right?
Bailey. So it was It was somebody like the first women's Hell in a Cell match. That one.
Was it Charlotte?
Wrestling wise, it was good, but being that it took place in the era in which it took place in, because it was still PG technically, it was a very missed opportunity. Because if the first women's Hell in a Cell match took place now, where they have more freedom, like women are actually getting bloody, you feel me? Then it would have had an impact, because now you put these women in the cage, weapons, anything goes. Somebody can get color. It would have been a whole different kind of match, in my opinion, to me. Because to me, I feel like if you're trapped in a brutal match, such as a Hell in a Cell, and we don't see blood or any real damage being done, it's a waste of a match, in my opinion.
I don't necessarily agree with that, especially for Hell in a Cell. Let me think. That's not true. That's not true. And I got the perfect example. You know, one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches with no blood at all. Edge versus The Undertaker at SummerSlam 2008. No blood at all.
Well,
And for women,
it may not have been blood.
I
It may not.
and again, and that was in the PG era, right when they turned PG. Great,
Well,
and
well,
that was
for
a
one,
great Hell in a Cell match. And
it
I
was. It
personally
was. I'm agreeing.
but that
But
can
it was
happen.
the Undertaker.
So
It was the
let's not
Undertaker
say
in the
that
match.
a Hell in
But
a
no,
Cell
no,
match
no.
can't be great without blood.
I'm agreeing with you. Actually, I'm agreeing with you. But they beat the shit out of each other. That's the thing. It was still a brutal match, even though no blood was. It's just to me when stuff it was just missed opportunities. There was certain things that could have made that match stood out. Like the cage could have been used better, weapons could have been used better. There could have been more visual damage that even if there was no blood, there could have been more visual damage because that match happened how many years ago and nobody really talks about it because it didn't really stand out. It got lost in the shuffle. To me, it was just a lot of missed opportunities that could have made that like a staple match for women.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah. Naomi, do you think so what do you think about Trish versus Tiffany? Who do you think should win that?
It would be cool if Trish won it, because to me, Tiffany's reign is kind of getting stale a little, or a lot, But I wouldn't be mad if Trish won it, me personally. I wouldn't be mad if Trish won it, but I feel like if Trish won, it depends because it's a possibility Naomi may cash in at Revolution. So even if Trish happens to win, happens to win, it's a possibility she can get cashed in on.
Yeah, I agree that I was leaning towards the fact that Trish will win because Tiffany's reign has been terrible as well. My thing was I think Trish should beat Tiffany at Evolution, but that she should have a reign till SummerSlam to face Jade because I don't think Jade it does nothing for Jade to beat Tiffany at this point with this bad of a reign. Jade beats or at least faces off Trish, then Naomi cashes in that match, and that brings more heat on Naomi as the heel champ because she not only just
I like that
Trish for the championship, but she just interrupted Jade's. She was gonna beat Trish, no question.
I like that. I like that. And besides, for real, Jade versus Trish is a match I would love to see for real.
Facts.
I would actually love to see that match.
Facts, like come on, if WWE doesn't do that, like they have to pivot when stuff does. So they don't pivot at all. They don't pivot at all. Like Triple H does not pivot at all. Like this Tiffany
I don't know. I really don't know. For real, I'm trying to figure out because, like I said, the honeymoon phase of this new era is over. I'm trying to figure out exactly where things went wrong because at first, Triple H was cooking. Like I felt like he was doing a great job at first, but now we hit several humps in the road. I'm not sure where things actually took the downward spiral. It's odd.
I do.
When?
I do. Jade versus Trish, they both can't wrestle.
All right, so now, all right, somebody needs to stop trolling. Stop it.
Very Jade. It doesn't end for one. It's not a for one. For one, that's not true, and it's not a full match because Naomi's going to cash in. It's not going to be a full match. Then
it's really not.
Have her last. This could be Trish's last run with Naomi and Jade.
It could be.
Then you can somehow add Bianca into that. You can have a fatal four-way at WrestleMania. Trish versus Jade versus Naomi versus Bianca. Her last run, but instead they're jobbing Trish out to weak ass Tiffany Stratton.
If they
last run for Trish.
If they have Trish take
I could be a writer. I swear to God, I could be a writer. I'm sorry, I could be a writer, man.
Well, for real, so far everybody who joins.
Did you just hear that idea?
Yeah, what's good?
Here go my man Ricky.
What's
Wait,
good?
New man,
what's up,
new man?
Did
Wait,
you
what
just hear that idea, bro?
No, I just came back.
It was actually a very good idea. It was actually
Nah,
a
I
very
hear
good
it.
idea.
So look, I just said, you know how earlier I said I think Trish should beat Tiffany, right? Because they should pivot because her reign been trash and how Jade should at least face Trish in a big match at SummerSlam, then Naomi cash in to become a bigger heel because she takes the interrupts Trish's reign and stops Jade from claiming her first championship because it's almost inevitable that she beats old Trish. Then this is a way instead of just jobbing Trish out to Tiffany Stratton, Trish can have a real run in this program with this Jade, add another person to this Jade Naomi thing. Then you could possibly have even a fatal four-way match at WrestleMania between Trish, Bianca, Jade, and Naomi instead of just jobbing her out to weak ass Tiffany.
Shit, that's some good booking, but you know what's gonna
That,
happen.
bro, like,
You know,
bro,
you know
that's
Tiffany being Trish.
why they niggas holding
We
Trish to a high
can't, bro.
standard. Like she Gail Kim or something. Like what? Stop, man. She way better than Gail Kim. Stop it, man. Well, man, stop it. Please stop
That
it. Gail
old,
Kim was
that old
trash.
shit,
Gail Kim was
that old
trash in
shit don't
WWE.
apply to
Let it be
wrestling
known.
anyway, bro. That old shit don't mean nothing, bro. We had old ass Ric Flair holding the
Right.
IC. That don't mean shit, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
now.
that's
Come on,
100.
come
That's
on.
100.
Shit don't mean
Right.
nothing, nigga. She can still go. She
They
old, but
about
she
to
wrestle better than some of these motherfuckers.
I ain't
Word.
gonna point that
right.
cage match that Trish was in was
Every
hard.
Trish match you had this last run been great.
Uh-huh.
Charlotte versus her in SummerSlam, Becky versus her in the steel cage. All her matches have been good since she's been wrestling recently.
I have to agree with that.
I
I
agree
think
too.
I want to say since probably the first Evolution pay-per-view, I would say every time Trish just came back, she's always had a banger, regardless if it's a singles or a tag match. I'm just going to keep it a buck. So, I expect this match to actually be good. Of course, the build-up was like, this was obviously a last-minute thing because we all know the original plan was most likely going to be the Bellas against Liv and Raquel, or just Liv and Nikki. But Liv got injured because I felt like that was going to be the main focus of it. So I feel like this is all a last-minute thing, which I'm cool with. I do wish Lita was involved a little more because we still haven't got that whole story. Because remember, correct me if I'm wrong,
Because
wasn't it
we
Trish that
mentioned that
attacked
earlier.
Lita?
We mentioned that
'Cause
earlier how Lita
yeah.
never got her get back at all after getting attacked from Trish.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
agree.
Like,
I
and
agree.
keep in mind, she was the one half of the tag champs with Becky, and
Hey,
shit, I'm like, man, this is who knows? Maybe in this match, Lita comes back and costs Trish the title. I'll doubt it. I really do, because it's been like 2-3 years since that happened. But you never know, man. I don't know. Triple
Yeah.
H. I think
Trish
once.
top 10 in ring for women for me.
Trish top 10.
But
Trish top 10 for
but
women, bro. Trish top 10 for women.
in ring for
She's
me,
top
yes,
10 for
bro.
women.
She learned from greats, bro. She got in ring psychology, bro. Let it be known, she worked with Triple H and Kurt Angle. Remember the program in Royal Rumble 2001, Triple H versus Kurt Angle with Vince McMahon? And y'all don't know, bro. She got in ring psychology, bro.
You gotta keep in mind too. Trish
I ain't
came
gonna
from an
front
era.
for me
She didn't have the
personally.
rate.
She's in my five.
Hold on. They comparing 2025 standards to then. The rate of matches was not the same back then. I'm pretty sure, again, like
Definitely
you said,
not.
Ricky, every match she's been back has been a banger, but she didn't wrestle as consistently as the women do today.
That's true, because you also
Well,
got,
unfortunately, they
I
didn't
want to
book
say
women
this too.
as
I want to say this. The reason why Trish is really good at what she does is because y'all got to keep in mind she's from an era where not a lot of women were wrestlers. They were just sex objects. Let's keep it a buck. Like literally,
bra and panty matches, bro.
literally one of the ways you could have won the women's championship back then is in a bikini contest. A
Yeah,
bikini contest. You know how wild that shit is to say in 2025? So
they had mud wrestling matches for the women title.
exactly.
Facts.
But keep in mind, if you look, Trish and Lita and Jacqueline and China were some of the few women that worked with men.
Oh, you naming
So
some goats right now, bro.
yeah, and
Jacqueline,
notice how they all worked with men.
like regardless if not just being like they boyfriends and girlfriends shit, but like being actual like opponents in a match in a ring. So
Yeah.
Trish psychology in that ring is high level because keep in mind she did how many she worked with Christian in a match, Chris Jericho in a match. She worked
The
with like
Dudleys,
the Hardys,
yeah,
Yeah,
like
no, you're
Kurt
right,
Angle,
bro.
man.
like
Women
mhm.
definitely was banging with. I mean, because even Jacqueline didn't she beat Chavo? I think for the cruiserweight title,
Cruiserweight.
Yes, she
and she
did.
was and her and Ivory had that feud with Dean fucking Malenko for
Yeah. I'm
like one
telling
of the
you,
best
that's why
technicians in
you look
wrestling.
at Trish, her leader Jacqueline, and RP to China. Their ring IQ was on level because they kept working with like men, like China, right? China legit worked with Shawn Michaels,
Mm,
Triple H, Jeff Jarrett, The Undertaker, The Rock, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho. Those are some of like the best workers when it comes to in ring competition.
yeah,
Like
man.
those Trish has that IQ, so every match Trish is gonna have is gonna be a banger,
Super
regardless
fact.
of how you feel.
Mm, yeah, I mean, you
Saying,
can't. There's nothing to argue
saying
right
Trish is
there.
top 10 in ring. That's cap.
Like,
That's
and
cap.
that's the
I don't
thing
got Becky
about
top 10. Yeah, now Becky is Becky top 10 in ring
For
for
women,
yeah.
yeah.
women.
Wait,
Is Becky top
for
10 in ring for women?
mm,
No,
that's
Yeah.
a
I
debate
don't
I'm
think
still
Becky
trying
got a
to
That's
better
have
moveset
with
than
myself
Melina.
She
about.
has some good matches.
I
She has
don't
some good
think
matches.
do Becky got a better moveset than Melina?
no,
No, no,
absolutely
No.
not.
no,
Absolutely
because
not.
you gotta keep in mind Melina was also another good example. She was supposed to be a sex object, but she became one of the best women's wrestlers in that ring. Like, let's
She
keep it a
was
buck. She was the
she
whole
was just
package.
athletic as hell, bro.
It,
Like,
Melina is the
mm,
type that if she was ahead of her time, that's the best way to describe her. Like, she came at the right time because she had the sex appeal. She was a
Yeah.
diva, but you can also argue she was ahead of her time because the chicks that are doing what she was doing back then that no one was, they're all doing that shit now.
very true.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
but look, Melina and Michelle McCool were the only two at a time that could say they can go in that ring, which is why they always had a match against each other. Hell, they got in trouble because they were doing a better job in the ring than the men. Like, so in a way, you can argue
Yeah, I don't
she
got
came
Becky
at the
now.
perfect
If
time
not,
and
Drew,
ahead of her time.
if you don't got Trish in your top 10 for women in ring, I don't got Becky in my top 10 for women in ring. I've seen
Mm-hmm.
better women's wrestling than Becky.
Me personally, Trish is in my five.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally.
Oh God, women's wrestling.
Hmm.
To
Like
be honest,
she
so
my top 3 all
mhm.
overall.
So to
So
me, y'all know how I always say that even though he's not my personal favorite, I would have to say if I had the honor to make a top 10 list, but I had to be like unbiased. At number one, I would have to put Kurt Angle because he's the whole package. For the women, you can make that argument for Trish because
Yeah.
she had it all. She had
Oh yeah.
everything.
As far as in ring, definitely Kurt
Kurt
Angle would be
Angle,
number
Kurt
one.
Angle go
He
for
would.
real. Kurt Angle
Yeah,
go for real.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Kurt Angle, I
Like
said it
for real.
in how many streams I said this, and I'll say it again. He can wrestle, he can do a promo, he can play a character, he can get the crowd going. He everything you needed from a WWE superstar, that was Kurt Angle. And if
And
anything, himself has aged. His whole character has aged with the industry, if you really think
mhm.
about it. Back then, what was it? He was the first Olympic guy to be signed to the WWE. They won a
The
gold
gold
medal.
medalist.
Yeah, now you see them every other year signing someone like that. They're looking for athletes. They're looking for someone that was in the Olympics. Kurt Angle, everything about him just screams WWE and pro wrestling in general, bro. So, but you can
This
make
is
that argument for Trish. She's that for women.
the women's now for what it's worth. I know Ricky just talked about what the Divas division kind of was in it, and it is true. But back then, it was also kind of more story based.
Mm-hmm.
Man was women's champion, bro. She didn't wrestle that much, bro. Like it was
Right.
more stories back then. Like for real, like I said, in my opinion, this women's division that started and when Four Horsewomen came, that's the real women's division. Everything past that, that's not a women's division. Like in my opinion. So It wasn't a women's division. It was the Divas division. Oh God. So and it just so happened to be diamonds in the rough or people that became great. So
Yeah.
We gotta stop doing this era
good.
shit, bro. You can't compare. Just like basketball, football, it's very hard to compare eras.
Yeah.
Like in wrestling, if you want to compare eras, you still can't do it. But you can compare what Trish is doing right now in the past couple of years. She's had some good matches.
Yeah.
Her and Becky Lynch was a good match,
Mm-hmm.
and she's fucking 50 something.
I think what I am disappointed about the Trish run is not only the Lita story that could have happened, but the Zoe Stark story that should have happened.
Facts.
Those are the two big stories that I feel like they messed up on. Like Zoe could have, if Zoe and her had a match and Zoe would have won, I promise you, Zoe right now would be at least a queen of the ring or Money in the Bank holder.
Right.
She would have got over.
Becky carried. I ain't mentioned that.
We gotta stop doing that shit, bro. We gotta stop doing that shit, bro. Niggas, bro. Everybody don't carry everybody, bro.
If Becky carried Trish, did she carry Rhea Ripley? And that match wasn't. That match was forgettable as well. So who carried you in that match? Because because Rhea Ripley was questioning her capabilities to carry Becky in that match. So if Becky carried Trish, did Becky carry Rhea?
Right. This is what I gotta say about this. This person carried this person. So I feel like, but look, I feel like we gotta stop with that whole this person carried this.
And Rhea is not a match carrier, bro. Just because. And this is different. Just because you're good in ring does not mean you are a match carrier. Rhea Ripley is not a match carrier.
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't feel like we should keep doing this whole this person carry this person in the match because at the end of the day, y'all, regardless of what y'all feel, it takes two. It takes two to ankle. It takes two to make.
But if when we talk, it's levels. Like when people say. When people blame Jade on a quote unquote bad match with Oscar, I would blame Oscar because if Oscar's better in the ring, she should adapt to Jade's style. Jade shouldn't be matching Oscar move for move. Oscar should be doing whatever it takes to beat Jade. So
that's one way to look at it.
The match wasn't bad. The match wasn't bad, but that's to somebody that would say something.
Yeah, but to me, how I look at it as, it don't matter how good you are, you can be the best of the best. Mistakes are gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Like for right now, we can say that Seth Rollins is probably the best in the world when it comes to in-ring competition right now. How many times has he broken John Cena nose? How many he retired Sting? You know.
Oh my God, Becky and Rhea was not good, bro. Becky and Rhea a classic? At WrestleMania 40?
No. Charlotte and Rhea, that was a good ass fucking match.
The only reason I think the Becky and Rhea
underrated, bro. Oh God, Alicia Fox was underrated, bro. She had a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker as her finisher, bro. Come on, man.
I think the whole Rhea and Becky match, the only reason why people were excited is because they wanted to see if like how serious Triple H was about Rhea. Because keep in mind, her first few months as champion was like not that good because she was more focused on the Judgment Day shit. But once that WrestleMania 40 came and it was her and Becky, people were like, "Oh, we hope if she loses it, it's like is she being taken serious by Triple H?" But I think that was the whole thing. And once like she beat Becky clean, that's where they're like, "All right, cool." Because really, honestly, as far as match quality, I don't think no one was really looking forward for that match. If I'm going to keep it 100.
What you mean by that, Fiji? That's hella funny. I want you to explain though, like what you mean by that. 09 through 15 was like, I don't know what you mean by that, but like explain that though. But
I disagree. Most of you are Jade Cargill fans, so I'm not surprised. What does that got to do with anything, bro?
I'm not a Jade Well, I like Jade Cargill, but I'm not a Jade. Well, I guess, but I think she's good, bro. Like, what you mean, like?
Just like that, nigga, you a Goldberg fan. So
Word.
so we even. I
Right,
guess.
he can not. I think he not. I think we're not. He contested my fact that Oscar should be blamed for a theoretical bad match with Jade because she should be carrying Jade if she's the better wrestler, right?
Bro,
I think he can. I think
Me
that's what he's trying.
personally, I'm at a point where like, yo, mistakes are gonna
He's
happen.
ass.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
there's nothing we can
ass.
do.
That was
You
her
feel
best
me?
match. Oscar was her best match on the main roster. Oscar was literally her best match to date.
I think the Naomi one was better. I ain't gonna hold you at WrestleMania.
That's an
Well,
argument.
man, well, yeah. Either those two. Oh God.
Which, by the way,
Goldberg
how do
has
y'all
had
feel? Hold on. How do y'all feel about
Goldberg has not had
Naomi
no
and
great match.
Jade? How y'all feel about Naomi and Jade going at it again at Evolution?
I think that's stupid.
Mm.
I think that's stupid.
That's rushed as hell.
Mhm.
Oh my God. It's so
So-
rushed. That don't even make sense. Oh my God. That is happening. Oh, that is happening. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
My whole
So
idea, well, that's not gonna happen anyway. My whole Trish idea, but that don't even. Well, I don't know what they're doing now. Oh my God.
here's how I see
Oh
this.
my God.
I think Jade should win again because one, she's literally the queen of the ring. You gotta make her look strong. But at the same time, Naomi, yeah, she'll be all right because she's missed Money in the Bank.
You missed Money in the
But
Bank.
it's also like it'll feel more special if the next time a bell rings, it's Naomi cashing in on Jade instead of having a one-on-one match again. You
Yeah,
feel
that's
me?
what I said.
It'll
She
be more
gonna. I think she
special.
gonna lose. I think she gonna lose.
Who, Jade or Naomi?
Naomi losing kind of does justify, like, damn, this motherfucker keep beating me, but I got something for your ass. You keep beating me one-on-one, but wait till I cash in on you. Then I'm gonna
Right.
beat
I
you.
think it's gonna elevate the story.
Yeah, I wouldn't
That's
mind
the
that.
only way I can see it.
Now, in that case, I don't mind that. In that case, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Or
These are
it just
only
ended.
great. Those are 4 matches. Those are literally what you just named are the only good Goldberg matches. So, God, that's it.
Yeah, I think the only thing I'm worried about with that shit is don't make it a DQ finish. If you're gonna do it, let somebody win the fucking match. I don't want to see
Right.
no please.
Just have
bro.
Jay get the.
You're clean, bro. Oh,
Just
God.
have Jay win. Wait. So
Jay won it, Mania. Jay won it. Evolution. Let her get the
Yeah.
kickback as Miss Money in the Bank. Right.
yeah,
That makes sense.
that's
I'm
perfect story.
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I ain't that mad at that. They
'Cause
better do
regardless-
it that way though.
Regardless of what you say, they can always pull. Oh, Jay wins the title. Oh, a minute later or 2 minutes later, Naomi comes, cashes in, and gets her lick back, and be like, "You humiliated me at the greatest stage of them all. You humiliated me at a pay-per-view. There was a all women's pay-per-view. I get my lip back at SummerSlam, the second biggest pay-per-view or PLE the WWE has. I mean, it makes sense, but if they don't go that route, this is a fucking waste of time. I'm sorry.
Now, you just brought up something that's interesting. Now, what if this rivalry was extended to a fact like Jade in a situation Jade cost Naomi her Money in the Bank, and they had now what if now think about it now I agree I agree but think about it. What if they had a Hell in a Cell match?
Naomi got to get that belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got
we not about to waste that fucking. We not wasting that fucking briefcase for no reason.
Word. Especially since they actually gave her a custom one. Like, oh shit, Regula. Rage. Okay. So yeah, especially since they gave her a custom briefcase, it's like, okay, now you got it, bro.
Yeah, they marketing the briefcase, right? Come on, yeah,
Right.
you gotta do that.
Yeah, waste.
Jude is hater. Jude's a hater, bro. Jude's a hater.
He's the biggest hater, man. I want to ask y'all this: what did y'all think about the interaction with Aleister Black and Damian Priest, though?
Is Aleister Black a heel? Like, what are they? But our truth.
I think he's a tweener.
Our truth is dead, bro. Our truth is dead, bro.
I think
they brought him back for no reason. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take a few months before they even try to get him into the mid cards. That's
I like
the thing.
her. No, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. We might have to talk about this.
What?
Naomi might be. Let's think about this. Outside of King Booker, let's think about this. And outside of The Rock, Naomi might be the greatest black heel in WWE history. Let's think about that. If she win the championship,
I mean, that will have to give it time because to me, the one that takes it above all is the Hall of Pain, Mark Henry.
Oh yeah, that too. Hall of Pain, Mark Henry, Rock, King Booker.
He was the definition of a heel because nobody wanted to talk to him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So to me, I feel like when it comes to what a black heel should be in wrestling, Mark Henry takes it because literally nobody wanted to fuck with him.
We may have to do it. Somebody in the family might have to do a video on black heels because what do you think about this, K Quick? If Naomi wins the championship, she may be one of the greatest black heels in WWE history. What you think about that?
Say that one more time. I had to get my sound together. Sorry.
I said if Naomi wins the championship, she may be one of the greatest black heels in WWE history. What do you think about that?
You can definitely argue that. You can definitely argue that because for real, as far as black superstars go, I mean, aside from Rock, like what other black superstar was able to obtain the world title as a heel?
Mark
you know
Henry.
what I mean? Mark,
Right.
All right, Mark Henry, Rock and Mark Henry. So yeah, as far as the women go, you can definitely Booker will King
And
Booker,
that's it.
yeah.
Bobby Lashley.
And Lashley.
Was
and
he?
Lashley.
But was
to
he?
be
But
fair,
was he? I don't think he was a heel though, because he was
No,
always
he wasn't a
like,
heel.
Okay,
he
wasn't a heel.
So here's
Yeah,
the
when
thing.
he beat the Miz, he was
a heel.
No, he
but the
wasn't
thing
heel
is-
because it was to hurt business, but he beat the Miz.
Yeah, but the thing
But
is,
the weird thing is, he was a heel, but people liked him.
yeah,
Like
that was
we
the problem.
really liked
He
him.
was
So it
a
was hard to
heel,
call him.
but keep in mind this was during the pandemic, so the IWC was really the main audience because the crowd is usually the main audience. So everybody goes off of their reaction, but this happened during the pandemic, so the IWC was the main, and the IWC instead of being like, "Oh, heel won," it was like, "Nah, finally."
Because
the dude
for real,
that's been
to
busting his ass finally became a world champ.
facts, because people were rooting, even though he was a heel.
Mm-hmm.
I was rooting for him. You know, I didn't look at him as a heel.
Yeah.
But as far as Naomi, I would say so because for real, I love her character better as a heel personally. You know, it was time for her to kind of revamp and repackage. You know, the Glow had its run, but I think this whole caution thing is a big breath of fresh air when it comes to her. So, and her heel work has been so phenomenal. If she gets this title, you can definitely argue that as far as black superstars, she has been one of the best heels, especially to become the world champion. You can definitely.
Emperor already crowned her there without the championship already, but because think about it, and Kamala too, not a clown. She's not a clown. She's not a clown. She's not.
I agree.
She's not funny. She's using her mind, bro. Like,
well, you can kind of low key call her the female version of Mark Henry because Mark Henry he used fear. You know, he used seriousness. As far as Naomi, she's kind of like, y'all not gonna play with me no more. You know, she's on that kind of ish. So you can put her in that same category for real. So you can make it, like I said, you can make an argument either way. And it's just gonna, to me, when she gets this title, because I feel like when she cashes in, it's gonna be successful. It's definitely just gonna stamp it. If anything, it's gonna further stamp the argument.
Yeah. Even without the belt, the work, the story that has been done is good enough for people to say that she definitely up there, especially for the women, period. Like women heels, oftentimes that shit get kind of funny, like comedic type shit. Like the Lay Cool shit was dope to me, but that shit is really a comedy gimmick if you really think about the Pinky Jams and all that bullshit. But I would say her and Charlotte is like real heels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because
Oh,
she's believable.
yeah. Naomi might be on that level with Charlotte as far as women heels, bro, and Trish, bro, and Michelle and Lay Cool. Even if that was well, now I put it on Lay Cool because there was comedy. There was comedy, right? So, she might be up there with women heels, bro. Damn. Naomi she might have revitalized her career with this switch, man. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you look at it, every wrestler has had to do it. At some point in time, they had to switch things up just to give everything like a fresh look or a fresh start or a new breath of fresh air. So it was just her time to do that. And as soon as she did it, she's right back in that main event picture. It was definitely the time for her.
I disagree with this though. And
What's up?
like my video I dropped today, I said it best. If they would have followed the New Day shit through, that shit was way better than John Cena heel turn.
Man, stop.
Yes.
Stop.
If they would have followed it.
Stop.
Actual heel turn.
The New Day is the New Day is gone.
Heel turn of John Cena was I didn't know. The actual heel turn.
The actual heel turn was flawless.
Yeah.
The actual heel
So
turn.
I gotta say this.
I don't know about all that.
I will say this: the heel turn was flawless. They just dropped the ball with the booking. Once again, it's this booking problem. They literally Jack what could have been a good story up. In my opinion.
So I got a take on
Wait,
that. I don't think
wait, hold on. Y'all tripping. You tripping. Her heel run has technically been 4 or 5 months, but the Jade story been happening for like a year, bro. Like she just been playing the face, bro. Like what you talking about?
Yeah, she was playing snake. She was playing snake in the grass for like a year.
So my thing is with this is I don't think you can even compare the New Day and John Cena's heel turn because it was very different. So like for example, right? So with the New Day, their heel turn was more of a like, oh, y'all a bunch of like assholes. Because keep in mind, they were dissing their partner, right? Biggie, who couldn't wrestle. And they was just talking hella shit about his neck, making it seem like it was his fault because he left and all that. Basically being like, so what, you broke your neck type shit, right? Whereas Cena's heel turn, it wasn't that he was an asshole, it was more of like, yo, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Yeah.
Like you threw away 25 years of hustle, loyalty, respect, this make-a-wish thing you've been doing. You feel me? So I don't even think you can compare the two because it was two completely different types of heels. Like if we really want to go deep into it, we can all agree there's different types of baby faces and there's different types of, heels. Like for example, Austin was a baby face. So was Rey Mysterio, but those two are completely different. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can even compare the two.
If that's hella funny. I'm glad you just mentioned that. If Jay is Goldberg, what was Oscar, bro? Oh God. even now, I think Oscar still got one of the best win percentages in WWE. Even now in 2025. So. Yeah. If Jay is Goldberg, what is Oscar?
Shit.
No, actually, Oscar shit is one of the lowest.
Yeah, because after that whole, can I be honest? After she lost to Charlotte in 2018 WrestleMania, she has not won a lot like that.
But even
I think she only won like 2 World titles.
Even still, her whole WWE career. She still probably got one of the best win percentages in her whole WWE career than anybody.
If you add her NXT run, then
if you add the NXT run, yeah,
you have to add the NXT run to make that argument. Well, if you only add her main roster run,
she had one of the best. I would say she had one of the best undefeated streaks, in my opinion, as far as women go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You can make the argument that she was Miss NXT, like on some real shit.
Yeah. Yeah, for real, Oscar is one of my favorites. As far as women.
No, Oscar was hard, bro. Oscar, oh God, I don't think Oscar. Her career didn't fizzle out after she lost, bro. And that was a good match. Oscar versus Charlie, that was a great match. And she made Oscar tap out too. It made sense too, because she got the Oscar lock versus the figure 8. That wasn't a bad match, and I don't think she had a bad career after she lost. Well, now she didn't win as much, but she still did fairly well.
That's one way to look at it. I ain't gonna hold you,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
just with.
We didn't even talk about Saturday main event. I guess that's how you know.
I
Nobody
mean,
gives a
who
fuck.
really gives a fuck about Saturday Night main event though?
I just want to see if they let Goldberg win. I would be shocked. I doubt it,
So
but
I doubt it just
This
because
is
this is the
hard,
Triple H
man.
era.
Like,
But
what
like,
do y'all think? But now, what do y'all think about Gunther? Like I said, this Gunther. That's good. I only think this the only thing. This the only logic behind me thinking Goldberg should win. Gunther beating Jade was not a compliment to Gunther, bro. Gunther is not a good world champion, bro. Did you see how he looked when CM Punk pushed his ass back? And he did nothing, bro. That nigga looked, bro. First he got smacked by Jimmy Uso. Yeah, he did something back, but he didn't do nothing right there, bro. CM Punk pushed him and he did nothing, and that's going nowhere.
yeah.
Like,
So
and
I'm gonna say something, and this is just how I
Goldberg should,
feel
in
now.
my opinion, Goldberg should win, bro. Like,
Hold on.
you can do something with that, bro. In my opinion, bro, because I think, bro.
So,
This
so
hold on, Ricky. Hold on. I think you still do something with that. I think the only thing salvageable for CM Punk and WWE is him being a heel. CM Punk beat the shit out of Goldberg, old ass Goldberg. Fans gonna cheer it, but nah, I don't think even fans gonna cheer it because I think fans really getting sick of it. Well, they eventually gonna get sick of CM Punk, but I think he can make it work, bro. Because I think it's still something. I still, even if this is his last match, bro, do something with that. Something can be done with more with Goldberg as world champion, bro. Than Gunther at this point.
no. So here's my thing. First, this Gunther, I don't know why. I don't know why Gunther in the mid cards is more serious than Gunther in the main event. I don't understand that shit. I really don't. And it's at a point like where right now I really miss Walter. Like I miss when homie was a fat motherfucker named Walter. Cause say what you want about Walter, yeah, no doubt about it, he was never going to become world champion, Walter, because especially in Vince or even Triple H's eyes. But at least that motherfucker was taken serious. You feel me?
Hold on. Do y'all think? Hold on. This is a good question because I don't think this is the case. Do y'all think Gunther would have been world champion in Vince era?
No.
No.
And if he did,
I don't think Gunther would be world champion in Vince era, bro.
This is how I would say it. I don't think he would have. I think Austin Theory would have been the world champion in Vince's era. Like,
yeah, for sure.
That's the guarantee that I can say. And if he was the world champion, it would not be. He wouldn't do anything with it.
They booked his shit good though. From debut on the main roster to IC champion to the first run, they did him right. What got fucked up is that the Jey Uso shit didn't even really fuck him up. What happened was
he wasn't on TV.
The shit after the Jey Uso shit fucked him up. That Pat McAfee shit was some
losing to Sami Zayn. No,
I don't even think that. You know what I think? I think
losing to Sami Zayn fucked him up. Really, honestly.
I don't even think that neither. Because keep in mind, he had that dope match with Randy at King in the Ring, and it still proved that he got it. I think what fucked him up was when Raw went to Netflix. Literally, like the first month, Cody was on Raw, even though he's a SmackDown superstar with the SmackDown World Champion. And Gunther was nowhere to be found.
Gunther, low key, I ain't never really liked Gunther like that. Honestly, I think if I for sure don't think he would have been world champion in this era. His promos again, for one, I think Gunther. I think he misplaced on the roster. This ring general shit is not true. It's not true. He's not the best wrestler, and he was a fat ass in NXT. So I always thought they should have went with the Nazi role or at least a president role.
Nah.
I always thought they should went with that role, bro. They had to do. They don't even have to be. They don't even have to be explicit with it. Be implicit. They already were. They just were. They literally already were, but they weren't.
I don't think so.
But this ring general shit is a fallacy. I never believed it. He was never the best wrestler. And he was a fat ass in NXT.
Nah, I gotta disagree with that.
I'm about to say I liked his shit with Imperium. His shit with Imperium was dope. The shit with Dragon off of NXT was dope as hell.
Word.
before you became who you became. The issue with him is, bro, they took away everything that made him special, bro. You should have. Why the fuck is Ludwig Kaiser not with this nigga? The entrance where you twirl the coat and shit, they took away all the nigga mystique. Like
They
now
took
he's
him
a
what
regular.
made him special.
Now he walk around and wear suits and shit. He don't even come out with the jacket no more all the
Bro,
time.
if you look at all the damn aesthetic, bro, literally, bro. Man,
Can I just say something
You
too?
going into semantics right now, bro. If
I ain't
you
even
don't
gonna
tell
lie
me that
though.
they-
I miss his NXT UK theme. I don't know if y'all ever heard it. Cause like, don't get me wrong, this Gunther theme he has now is cool. It fits him. But like, if you listen to his NXT UK theme, not only was the crowd singing, but it felt like a final boss was actually coming.
I did like
to,
that
like, do
song.
the
I
shit.
did like that song.
Like the one,
I did like that.
it wasn't like this high up energy thing. It was like low and shit. I'm like, yo,
It was.
this sounds like someone's ready to kill somebody. Like someone's going to war.
I did like that.
That's another issue I have. Like, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And that's the problem with WWE. They want to fix shit that's not broken, but not that they don't fix shit that actually needs to be fixed. Like, for example, the New Day, you had a chance. Come on, make those dudes some of the greatest heels ever. They just told their best friend, who may never wrestle again, basically told them, fuck you to the whole world. What the fuck you doing? Oh, look at us, abs, button up shirt, Gucci this, Gucci that. We're gonna lose it to the Judgment Day, and they win the tag titles for how many times now? Like, come on, man.
Over
They
8.
never did nothing. Gunther been misplaced. Like again, they never his Imperium one of the worst factions in main roster history.
Oh,
One of the
hell
worst
no.
factions in main roster history.
Nah, I gotta disagree with
Yes,
you.
it
on that,
is.
Reg. You
Imperium
bugging.
not one of the worst main roster factions in WWE history.
They was taking niggas out for a minute, bro. When
Word,
what you
I'm
call
sorry,
it
I gotta
came
disagree
back.
with you.
When what's the bald nigga came, Giovanni Vinci came back, that shit felt like what it was supposed to be.
Right.
But they dropped the ball, bro.
They
Them niggas
dropped
should have
the
been tag
ball?
team champions. They should have been tag team champions.
Right. That's I think that's the issue. They never became tag team champs, but I cannot say they're the worst faction.
And now the nigga is El Grande. I'm like, which is funny, and it's actually smart. It's smart booking if they keep doing that shit. Once Ludwig take that shit off, put that shit on the most obvious motherfucker. Let Xavier Woods put that bitch. Just let everybody put that shit on, bro. That would be hilarious, bro. I'm sorry.
Can I be honest?
With
I don't like
the funny shit.
So I don't like the whole Ludwig being American Grande shit, just because the whole point of that gimmick, right, is Chad kept losing to luchadors. He hates luchadors, and he hates everything about luchador, the culture. So he's mocking the whole shit. For Ludwig to now be in that place, it's like, what's the point? Like, what?
Bruh,
what's
wait,
the
bruh.
point?
No. This would make this make so much sense, bro. And if Imperium was a good faction and was still together, this would make even so much more sense. But they Imperium, I don't know really what the gimmick was in NXT, but at least on the main roster with the president shit. With fucking Ludwig Kaiser pretending to be this way in the faction of Imperium. Oh my god, that would have gave all them niggas heat.
Yeah, that should have been crazy.
Oh my god.
He'd be like, why you got them boots in your bag?
Mhm.
No reason. And then Lou would just put his shit on. Why you come out to my match? Oh, I was doing some shit. And then El Grande was wrestling in AAA. That would have been dope, bro.
Word.
Oh my god, bro.
I'll say this though. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like with the rumors already happening, I'll doubt it. But it seems like now the angle will be El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano. That's what the fan wants, bro. I don't know if they'll do that. You know, Chad and Ludwig. My whole thing is this. Now we know this is not going to end like it was most likely going to end. Because keep in mind, I felt like this was going to end.
So is Chad actually injured?
with Rey
Is he
Mysterio.
actually injured?
Yeah.
Chad is
So
actually
he
injured.
This never gonna get a payoff.
Hopefully, it shit not that. Well, nah, that shit bad. He got surgery, so he's gonna be out for a minute.
So he might be out until late this year or early next year. Because keep in mind, we only got like 5 months left of this whole year. So unless someone can pull a Super Cena or a Prime Angle, I don't know.
Nigga might be cooked.
Because I saw the picture after the surgery. He's pretty bent. Like, it looks like it's gonna take him a while to heal up. So, and then you also got to keep in mind, he has to wait to rest to heal up from the surgery. Then he has to work it out. And then he has to get cleared, not just by his doctors, but by WWE doctors. So it's a whole process. We may have to wait.
Damn, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chad Gable cooked, bro.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the injury list.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Nia Jax was injured. What the fuck, yo?
Nia
They need
Jax
to
is
figure-
injured?
Yeah, they said they ain't telling what it is.
Wait,
Wait,
is she
name me a couple names on that list that's injured.
Wait, let me see. Oh no, she's straight. Wait. No, it said in Nia Jax's latest match. Nah, I don't know. Nia Jax might be straight. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Dragunov's still out with the ACL. Jade McDonough came back. Oscar came back. Kairi Sane came back. Kiana James still fucked up.
Uh-huh.
Apollo Crews, I don't know if he's healthy or not. Torn Peck. Tonga Loa came back. Man, this shit old as hell. Hold on, let me find a different one.
Right.
They had a whole
I
picture
know-
of this shit.
I know old boy from LWO. I know he's injured, which is why he wasn't in the AAA shit. And they replaced him with the Tiger dude who we haven't seen in like years on TV. So I know.
No, not Nia Jax good. She good. She not hurt.
Oh, okay.
What Carmelo Hayes been at? That's a good fucking question.
Where
he
is
getting married and
facts,
shit,
what happened
but-
the last 2 or 3 weeks? Like, homie just dipped after the King in the Ring tournament.
Nigga, I said, where the fuck is Stephanie Valkyrie at?
Word.
Bitches, bro.
She
gonna show up at
Money in the Bank.
She gonna show up at Evolution probably and win that shit and win the Battle Royal probably. That's probably what they're gonna do.
Probably.
Oh yeah, probably. Oh yeah, you just brought something. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Probably.
I'm looking forward to
But
Evolution
then-
just because I like wrestling. So
Who EO facing at SummerSlam?
that's a
Who is EO facing at SummerSlam?
hopefully
Hold
Oscar.
on. Because Rhea's already getting her at Evolution. The fuck? Who is EO going to face?
Unless Rhea win.
Nah.
Rhea not winning, bro. Not. But
Well,
then if she faced Oscar, should Oscar lose against EO? Like she only had 2 defenses. Like, oh my god. Then where did Stephanie Green in on that? Oh my
EO
god.
dropping that shit. EO dropping that shit within the next 2 months.
Probably, yeah.
Somebody else got to get it. Let EO do what she do best, wrestle, bro. Her the champion, that shit cool, but they don't let her do nothing.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
make
can
me
I say
champion, I'm
something?
sitting down somewhere.
Just let Oscar win and have Oscar versus Stephanie.
So,
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I want to say something, right? And I want to. This is like I just realized something, right? And this is about the title.
No, they could go Stephanie and Rhea if they wanted to
Hold
go
on.
Star Power. If they wanted to go Star Power, they could go Stephanie and Rhea.
I want y'all to think about this, right? Isn't it crazy that it in the WWE on TV right now, right? You can see the TNA World Championship and the AAA Tag Team Champions on SmackDown and NXT, but you cannot see the Speed Championship on TV. I want y'all to let that see. Isn't it? I just realized that because I was watching SmackDown. I'm like, oh, they're letting the Fantasma with the tag titles from AAA. Okay, that's cool. But then I thought to myself, wait, hold on. Those titles can be on TV, but the WWE Speed title can't.
Hey,
That's wild to me.
hey,
The
Fuck
WWE
that
has a
belt.
title that they don't put on TV, but they put.
I don't even know what man got that belt right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It was El Grande Americano. That's the funny part.
Oh shit.
that would have made sense. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chad
that's
Gable was the
true.
champ as El Grande. Last time I checked, it was El Grande.
That would have made sense too. Wow.
So
Wow.
if it's still on Grande, that means Luzwick is basically the Speed champ right now.
Wow.
That'll be a good ass story, but we can't
Oh,
see it.
wow.
Unfortunately, we can't see it though.
If
What do
it's
y'all
still,
think about
yeah.
Cloud just said that Cloud and Jude just agreed on the fact that they think Stephanie overrated and she only over because the devil kissed
How
her.
she overrated? She just started.
That's bullshit. So somebody can't be asked that can wrestle fucking 3 matches in a row in 1 week, bro.
Right.
Like, come
Right.
on, y'all niggas tripping, bro.
And how can someone be asked when in the last 2 years she's wrestled for AAA, for Mexico, for AEW, for WWE, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, Money in the Bank. Like, come on now. And they're all bangers, by the way. Like, come on, man. Like,
So y'all just saying that because she look. Y'all see. Here's the thing, bro. How y'all gonna be mad at her because she look good? What the fuck does she got to do with that?
word.
Right.
It's not her fault she was gifted with them thickness, bro.
And she can wrestle. She is better than Julia right now. I'm not saying
Yeah, she is
overall.
better than Julia.
Because in Julia and New Japan was different. But right now, Stephanie Valkyrie has had better matches than Julia. Yes,
Right.
absolutely. Absolutely. Come on.
Julia had an amazing run in NXT, and she was only there for like 6 to 7 months, bro. Almost a year.
Stephanie had a better run than Lyra as Intercontinental Champion so far on the main roster. I take Stephanie as a bigger star than Lyra right now. Actually.
Stephanie is well known in Mexico and here in the United States now. And I don't know if she ever wrestled in Japan. I doubt it. But even if she did, she'll be a big star there. She's an international star. So you can't say someone's overrated if they know how to not only work in the ring, but know how to get over it in different countries.
If you could get a wait. If you can get a move in this era of super in-ring matches and work rate, if you could get a move over, bro, that's a compliment, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Saying she getting over, she just over because the devil's kiss. I don't think that's the case, but if you can get a move over, just like Bronson Reed got the tsunami over, but now that shit all gone.
Niggas don't talk about that though.
Just because you're in a big ass faction. Bronson Reed, all his heat gone from that one move because he in his fucking faction. But if you could get a move over in this era of work rate, bro, you over, bro. Come on now.
Yeah. So you know what I wanna bring this up because I know we only got a little bit of time left in this stream. I hate that I have to say this, but I wouldn't mind seeing this, right? What if because the whole X speed thing, it's obviously not working as much as they thought it would. What if the whole purpose, right, is that everybody has like 5 minutes to win a match, regardless if it's a title match or not, right?
Jude, I know she ain't been IC champion. I'm saying Stephanie has been better as
hold on. So notice how they only kept putting like cruiserweight guys in, like high flyers. Yeah, they put Braun Breaker and Sheamus here and there. What if they put Omos there for a little bit? Because they're not doing nothing with him. And homie just beats people in under a minute or two because he's just slamming the fuck out of them. And then they build him up there, and then eventually he comes to Raw or SmackDown and joins the mid cards and builds him up little by little.
I don't know what they doing with that nigga, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like, because
Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are buried, bro. Like, all their heat is gone, bro. Like, Bronson Reed had one of the best moves in WWE, bro. And he just joined for Seth Rollins for no reason. They never explained that. They never
them niggas, bro.
They never explained why Paul Heyman joined Seth.
Nah, Seth is the worst Paul Heyman guy ever. I'm sorry. I have to say, right as of right now, they have no chemistry whatsoever. Like, it's just not clicking for me, man. I'm sorry. I don't like that.
That attempted cash in kind of ruins the whole character of what Paul Heyman is. He's supposed to be this calculated motherfucker that's so smart. Oh, he would have never advised Roman to do some shit like that.
Word. Like, for example,
on, bro.
Because of him, Roman
hold on.
the longest reigning champ.
Yes, he is in WWE. He re-signed the deal.
Yeah, hold on. Yo, don't. I swear to God, now y'all got me looking this shit up because I know you got me fucked up.
No, he signed an extension. He signed an extension.
Yeah, so him and AJ Styles signed an extension.
Came out with the ticket. Like, man, that's not true, bro. That's not true. Bronson Reed was getting.
I'm gonna say that's fucking bullshit, nigga. After he had that triple threat match with Austin Theory and I think Bobby Lashley, niggas started cheering for Bronson Reed.
Word. Yeah, he's still. He's there for a while. Almost gonna be there for a while. So, shit got me scared for a minute. I was about to say,
the devil's kiss straight or a farm man. That's hella funny. No, it's not, man.
Hey man, that's a move, bro. Like what you want niggas to do. But W stream as always, fellas, man. We're gonna enjoy the rest of our night, chill. We'll tap in next week, see what's up, man. Maybe we'll do a pre-stream before. Well, I'm watching All In. I'm gonna let niggas know that right now.
I'm watching All In.
I
may not watch Evolution, but I definitely watch it All In.
I might not watch
on Sunday
NXT.
or Saturday.
Saturday.
So it's Saturday night main event, All In and Evolution, and the weekend.
And it's Great American Bash. I might have to miss that.
Wait,
Damn.
it is?
Same time as All In. I'm watching All In. I'm not watching NXT.
I'm watching
Sorry.
All In.
Yeah, I think I might. If I can watch All In, I'm watching All In.
Yeah.
Shit, man. But I'll tap in with y'all, man. Chat, thank
Of
y'all for
course.
the stream, man. Always appreciate the fun. We had a good time. We'll tap in with y'all later, man. And it's not 7 hours, nigga. It's gonna be over by the time Saturday main event start. I'll talk to y'all, man.
Peace.
Peace.